What's good? It's Fevir. Today might catch you a bit by surprise, as I haven't talked about ArcheAge in quite a while, and I probably should mention right here in the beginning that this is not a sponsored video, although I know some of you won't believe that. Regardless of certain opinions that people hold on this game, it's kind of been a guilty pleasure of mine since I quit it almost like 2 years ago, that every time that I would get a spam email from ArcheAge saying, come back and check out the changes and we'll hook you up with a glider or this gear, I did, as there's something about this game that's really compelling. As somebody who loves MMORPGs, seeing what this game does well and does differently has always been interesting to me. And I think even the people who hold a negative opinion about the game, it usually wasn't about the actual game and gameplay itself. It was things like the monetization methods for a free game, or server issues, or bot problems. And with no real intention personally to go back and play this game as my main game, I would go back and see how things changed sheerly out of curiosity, especially in an MMORPG. A lot can change in 2 years. Well, the reason I bring it up on the channel is that coming December 10th, I think it is, ArcheAge 3.0 drops, and this is sort of like a soft expansion. There's new races, new skills, new stuff. I'm not going to go over too much of what has or will change in the game, although if ArcheAge wants to sponsor that video, let me know. But alongside this update is the release of a fresh server. Now, they've done fresh servers in the past, but due to some of the fluidity of assets within an account, there were some hiccups, and there were things like land rushes that just really punished new players. But this fresh start server is going to have a few things change to clean up that experience. First, the 3.0 release is going to drop a shit ton of extra land to claim. There are zones devoted to just land, and that's going to ease up the land rushes for sure. Second, in order to play on the Fresh Start server, you need to create an entirely brand new account, and this on its own will probably stop 99% of the shenanigans and the different ways that people front-loaded their characters on prior Fresh Start servers. And then third, a restricted cash shop. Now, I've seen people say that this is removing pay-to-win elements from the game, etc., etc. That's not quite true. Okay, certain items have been removed temporarily to maintain some of the integrity of the game, and if I had to guess, it would be things like the Archeum chest or the 16x16 scarecrows. Now, I want to stress, removed temporarily, as at some point, whether it's 6 months, 9 months, 12 months down the line, this will be connected to current live servers, and there is no doubt in my mind that they are slowly going to unlock cash shop items, and it will become on par with live servers down the line. But this video and the quasi-recommendation that I'm giving here isn't to say that all of the problems that you had before have been fixed. I'm not suggesting that this is the game you've been looking for, this isn't the best experience out there, it's not the chosen one. But it's been 2 years, and yes, there have been 2 years of changes, but there's also been 2 years worth of new gamers who haven't played ArcheAge playing some of the crap that's come out in the last 2 years. And people who never gave this game a shot before they even got to play it because of server issues or because of the intense negativity that existed around the title now have a great jumping in point. And if you do a little bit of research yourself, you will constantly see lines like, ArcheAge is a great game, but everything else about it was a wreck. ArcheAge was the one, but they got greedy with monetization. And I echo that. I think ArcheAge is a phenomenal game, but I think external factors really hurt it. And I think that ArcheAge is one of the best case studies for when the internet had enough power to just wreck something, just completely wreck it. So where I'm coming from in this video is a place where I think that if you enjoy MMORPGs, it's worth playing this game, even if it's just to see firsthand what the praise was about. There is a lot of good with the bad that people talk about. And maybe it's only for a month, maybe it's less, maybe it's more. You know, some people may take issue with trying a game that they know they're probably going to quit in a month or two. That's especially true in the MMORPG genre, and that's a valid point. Some people may have already put the time into the game and they know what the game's all about and they're making a personally informed choice to pass. That's cool too. And some people may have wanted to play ArcheAge, but they have this weird mental block that a lot of us MMORPG players have, that it's hard to get into a game that's already been going for a year or two. The community is kind of evolved, you feel behind and out of the loop, and they just need a jumping in point, and that's all cool. But this is that jumping in point, and it kind of boils down to, on December 10th, When ArcheAge 3.0 comes out, the fresh server will likely be the best time and the best way to ever experience this game. And you can take that statement however you like. That is the real message here, and it's almost kind of like a public service announcement, and that's how I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Until next time, this is Fevir. Peace.